everybody who's joining us here on An Academy. Our young friends, are well, not so young, but young at heart friends. Of course, all our cricket fans, but it's not just cricket fans. Today, I think all of you joining us are fans of life. You're fans of passion, because today you're getting stories which are life stories. You're not getting cricket stories. No, 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 no. These are great life lessons with the backdrop of cricket, of course. But that's what we're going to try to do. We're just going to try to just make it a little better. Your thought process, your selection process, how you think about success, how you think about off days. Just try to make that a little bit better at the end of this hour. I'm Gaurav Kapoor, and well, I'll tell you something. Today, I'm here to learn as well. Because how can you not learn when you have the master with you? So please join me in welcoming the great, the one and the only Sachin Tendulkar. Master, how are you?
I'm keeping well. It's such a pleasure to be here. Really looking forward to this session.
We're so happy to see you. We're so happy to have you here. Everyone, all over the country, all over the world can see, what we're talking about, lessons in resilience. And I just want to talk about that one word before we start with your journey, because I want to tell you, I've had the good fortune of, spending time with you off the field. And of course, like every other Indian, I've seen you on the field for so long. One of my favorite qualities of you is resilience. And is that one of the most important qualities to have a career of 2.5 decades?
Of course, I think, to actually have a vision and not to accept, your challenges where, you feel that, okay, I can't push myself any further. It is all about, sticking to your plans. It is all about trusting yourself.
Yeah.
And it is all about trying as much as you can. Number of times people give up, thinking that, okay, that's the end, whereas it is only a bend.
Wow. Nice. What a line. Jeez. First ball for 6. You think it's an end, but it's just a bend.
You just take one extra step,
Yeah.
things can change. But there are occasions where, you turn back and say, I've tried. It's not happening. Success was waiting for you.
That's fantastic. Well, what a great start. All right, so we're going to jump straight into it. We, of course, we're going right to the beginning. We're dialing it back straight to the beginning, to when you were, as they say, and I know that you're as big a fan of the UK as I am, when you were a wee lad, back in the day, and used to get into trouble all the time, whether it was summer holidays or after school. And is it fair to say today that you were a mischievous child?
I was indeed naughty. I don't know how my parents kept so patient. It was really tough for them. But now I look back and I feel, wow, what a blessing to be born in this family.
Yeah.
I was constantly, in our summer holidays, I would be the first one to go down in a playground which was there in front of a building. I would be there by 8:30 in the morning, waiting for the rest of the guys to join me. And I would be the last one to leave at night, again at 8:30 p.m. The whole day I would be there. But the best part was my parents were watching me. They were observing every little thing that happened in my life. It wasn't that, once I went down, they completely shut off from what I was doing. They were keeping an eye on me. And they realized that this guy's passion is all about sports, because I would play hockey and various football, hand tennis, badminton, cricket, all those things. And I enjoyed doing that. I had so much energy. It must have been so challenging for them for one reason, because where I lived in Sahitya Sarvas, everyone was either a poet, a professor, a writer, all, academic scholars. And, in that society, to allow your child to go and play cricket.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's the hardest thing, I think, for most parents to do, even today, which is that
I would always be grateful to them for this, because Otherwise, my career would never have started. And by the way, when we played cricket downstairs amongst friends, I was one of the decent batters then also.
Oh, okay, just to know, because it's good to know.
I was competitive.
but you know something, it's so interesting because I have a friend who's a musician, and I remember करीब 20 साल पहले when he wanted to come to Mumbai, उसकी होटल मैनेजमेंट में नौकरी थी और वो छोड़ के उसने कहा कि मैं मुंबई जाऊंगा. His father again an academic, a professor, much like your father, and उन्होंने पूछा कि अच्छा, he said मैं ये छोड़ के ना मुंबई जा रहा हूँ. अच्छा वहां पे करोगे क्या? कहते मैं ना गाने लिखूंगा. कहते अच्छा वो तो ठीक है पर काम क्या करोगे? Right? This is such a common thing, right? I mean, we've grown up, with middle class India, with academics, with padai so important. But today, I mean, you're thinking back in the day when there were not that many career choices and sport perhaps was not a viable career choice. But today,
there were none of these leads then.
Yeah, correct. And it's so important even now for parents who are listening right now that sometimes your child will not want to do what you think is the beaten path, कि वो कुछ अलग करना चाहते हैं, तो उनको encourage करिए अगर passion है वहां पर उनका.
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि आज you can become a great chef.
Yeah.
You can. There is no end to the choices that we have today.
Yeah. Correct. So it's good. It's great to know that, for your parents.
You praise me for my Bengan Bharta. I said chef.
Sorry, I forgot to praise you for your Bengan Bharta. Correct. अब आजकल तो ये पिछले एक साल में, in this time you spent at home, few more things have been added also, right, to the Bengan Bharta. I've seen.
I enjoy that. It's in that scene.
There was some, there was a dessert you made for your mom. There was some mango something you made for your mom, I remember. We saw on Instagram.
Mango kulfi.
मैंगो कुल्फी. ऐसे डिस्ट्रैक्ट मत करो ना, अभी सीरियस बात है. बिल्कुल स्कैटर हो गया दिमाग मैंगो कुल्फी सोच के. एवरीबडी लेट्स फोकस, कम ऑन. आई नो यू आर आल्सो थिंकिंग मैंगो कुल्फी. लेट्स कम बैक. Let's talk about from the mango tree straight to a training ground, which is where Ajit Bhai took you. Where he took you. So when your formal training began, when this energetic child who's playing for 12 hours every day, उन्होंने कहा कि जरा channelize करते हैं इसकी energy को और इसको लेके जाते हैं formal training के लिए.
My first 2 games, my friends had also come along. तो दोस्त सब बोल रहे थे हम भी आएंगे, हम देखेंगे, runs बनाने हैं. First 2 matches 0 और दोनों मैच में पहले बॉल पे आउट हुआ.
First ball, golden duck.
दोनों मैच में golden duck.
And this is a club game. This is a school game or a club game?
This is only no club game.
And how old are you right now?
हो रही थी सीजन बॉल से जो शुरुआत हो रही थी.
Yeah.
पर आचरेकर सर ने कहा कि come and play practice matches.
Okay.
तो दोनों मैच में पहले बॉल पे मैं आउट हुआ. तो मेरे दोस्त के साथ वापस जब हम बस से वापस आ रहे थे तो I was telling them कि ना अरे बॉल थोड़ा हमारे लैंग्वेज में हम कॉलोनी में कहते थे कि शूट हो गया बॉल.
Yeah.
नीचे रह गया, लो रह गया, and all those kind of things. I was making up all those excuses. तीसरा मैच के लिए भी मैंने कहा कि यार चलो देखते. तो they turned up. I had scored just 1 run. दिल्ली में I was happy. I'm not kidding.
हो गया काम.
I was happy कि at least I've set the ball rolling. अभी चलो at least 1 रन तो बनाया. इतना पूरा दिन गया है वो ग्राउंड पे. 1 रन बनाया तो कहीं ना कहीं वो शुरुआत हुई थी. But
did you feel like raising your bat after the 1 run? मन करा थोड़ा अंदर से?
मन तो on the way back, बस में बैठे हुए मुझे लग रहा था कि ठीक है थोड़ा कॉलर वगैरह ऊपर तो 1 रन तो बनाया.
Can't imagine your first 2 games being 0 and 0. Wow, amazing. But of course, I mean, going there, you were the leading batter on the colony. तो मतलब pressure तो young age से ही. That you must have been what, 9, 10 at the time?
I was around 9, 10 when I played in the colony. I was 9, 10. I was one of the better batters.
नहीं मतलब. तो थोड़ा, so from an early age you figured out how to handle pressure, huh? तभी से. Excellent. So that of course was the beginning. We're going to go into, because it kind of merges into that, the preparation. क्योंकि आचरेकर sir is involved in one of these stories as well. क्योंकि वो भी कहते हैं आप लोग इतनी practice करते थे कि रात तक you were a very eco-friendly child. कि light चली भी गई है तो light नहीं on करेंगे, अंधेरे में practice कर लेंगे.
Yes, actually it happened that way. In summer holidays, I would practice for almost 2.5 hours, then play a match.
I think it's just rebooting his system in case anybody's, sorry, we had lost you there for a second. So if you could just start with that answer again about practicing
So,
2.5 hours.
in summer holidays, I would start my day with 2.5 hours of practice. Sir, 5 net थे हमारे यहाँ, तो 5 nets में batting करवाते थे. Then I used to again play a match, a 50-over match. वापस match होने के बाद I used to bat for about couple of hours in all 5 nets. और अंधेरा होता था फिर भी we are so passionate about the game. प्रैक्टिस चालू ही रखते थे और सर लिटरली आके कहते थे अभी बस बहुत हो गया, बॉलर नहीं दिख रहा है, तुम कैसे खेलोगे, बाहर आ जाओ. So we would do that, but the best part was कि किसी ने घड़ी के पास कभी देखा नहीं. When you are actually preparing yourself, that's a beautiful journey. And you spoke about pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure, anxiety वगैरह ये सारी चीजें तो होती है.
Yeah.
And in my case, I realized कि all my preparations were there, physical preparations were there. ग्राउंड पे मैं खेल रहा हूँ, भाग रहा हूँ, पूरी प्रैक्टिस होने के बाद मुझे सर 2 शिवाजी पार्क के 2 राउंड्स दौड़ाते थे. So after all that, I used to go, and if I had to play a match, it was the anxiousness was there, and I'm jumping slightly ahead of school.
Yeah.
So India के लिए भी बात कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
There would be sleepless nights.
Really? Anxiety even then, when you're top of your game, leading run getter in the world, you've played 15, 18 years, even then you would have anxiety before a game?
Yeah, because over a period of time, I realized that along with preparing yourself physically, you need to prepare yourself mentally also. Physical जो drills वगैरह थे, वो ground पे हो रहे थे. Maybe mental drill was happening, match शुरू होने के पहले my mind was so engrossed कि कल कैसे ball आएगा, how do I face particular ball, ऐसी फील्ड लगी होती है, and all this kind of things will be your sessions. And in that, my match had already started way before we actually went to the ground.
Yeah.
So the anxiety levels were really high, and over a period of time, I learned to accept those things.
How long did it take you to realize that there is this anxiety, and I have to do things, I have certain processes to handle this anxiety?
Anxiety actually, I would say
you had things, right? You used to do things before. You used to iron your clothes. Oh, wow.
10-12 साल तो anxiety थी, and then I started accepting things. This is part of my preparation. And then I was quite okay. I said, okay, नींद नहीं आ रही. If I'm not being able to sleep, it's okay, no problem. Watch television or do whatever. Sometimes you play games on your phone or whatever that was.
तो और क्या करते थे?
But it was just to keep my mind in that space where I was comfortable.
और क्या करते थे आप? What else was part of your preparation? Non-cricket. Cricket की तो है.
Preparation was, making my own tea in the morning in the room.
Yeah.
Ironing my clothes, because I felt ironing my clothes, took me in that zone. My brother was instrumental in that, not teaching me how to iron my clothes, but to pack my bag and get ready before the game, and not on the morning of the game, the previous day.
Okay.
The previous day in the evening, your bag has to be ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
So I would pack everything and I would be ready for tomorrow. So कल सुबह ये नहीं कि भाग दौड़ में I have forgotten my socks, अरे shoes ही नहीं लेके आया. All those things should not happen. And I started preparing my list.
Okay.
So I used to tick everything that has gone inside my bag. So I was 100% sure. And being organized like that happened only because my brother got me to do it. Ajit was instrumental in guiding me all the way. And it became a habit. I did this in the last test match also. Just before the last test, I was ironing my clothes in the room. made my tea and all those kind of things. It just, allowed me to be in my space.
You must have had early in your career, when you had all these things you were doing, this, you're so, this, it's almost perfectionist about setting your bag, about ironing your clothes. Because younger cricket days में तो room partners होते हैं. उस वक्त किसी रूम पार्टनर ने तो बोला होगा कि क्या कर रहा है, कुछ सो जा, आराम कर, चिल कर. किसी ने जरूर उस टाइम पे कुछ ना कुछ किसी ने तो बोला होगा.
हमारा तो दादा ही था रूम पार्टनर मेरा. So this was before Sydney Test match.
Yeah.
In 1991-92 series, we were sharing a room, and that time Dada was quietly observing me. I got up, I couldn't sleep, I had to bat the next day.
Yeah.
My anxiety level, as I mentioned, I would be restless and thinking about. I kind of put the light on. छोटा सा जो हल्का सा लाइट होता है वो लगाया मैंने, not the big one.
Night light, yeah.
Yeah, and in front of the mirror, I started doing my shadow dance. Back होकर पूरा एक करा, और दादा देखे जा रहे हैं मुझे, चुपचाप कुछ आवाज नहीं कर रहे हैं दादा. So next day, I was the next one to go in. तो पहली थोड़ी पार्टनरशिप हुई, और रात को मैं I was awake till I think by till 3 a.m. or so, I was awake. So I started feeling slightly sleepy. Dressing room में, तो ड्रेसिंग रूम में मैंने दादा को कहा, दादा मैं सोने वाला हूँ. दादा वाज नॉट प्लेइंग दैट गेम. दादा मैं जस्ट 2 मिनट के लिए आंख बंद करता हूँ, अगर कुछ होता है तो मुझे बताना. देन ही टोल्ड मी लेटर ऑन, तेरा जो सब कुछ चल रहा था रात को प्रिपरेशन, सब मैं देख रहा था. लेटर ऑन, नॉट एट दैट टाइम के लिए, यार क्या चल रहा है तेरा, लाइट बंद कर, सो प्रिपेयर माय सेल्फ. बट कंटिन्यूड,
But you would not just do this for a match. Your ironing of clothes and all you used to do for social engagements and all also. I know there's ऐसा भी story है कोई high commission dinner या कुछ का.
अरे that again happened in Australia. हम फ्लाइट पकड़ के होटल पहुंचे and we had to go to high commissioner's place. वहां पे, और high commissioner's place everyone is properly dressed, blazer, tie वगैरह पहन के. So half the guys in their towels who are कि दरवाजा खोल के पूछ रहे कि यार तेरा ब्लेजर आया है नहीं आया, मेरी trouser is missing, this and that. Because I knew how to iron my clothes, I had carried my clothes in my handbag. From the airport only, I called the hotel. I told them, please ask the housekeeping to send iron and ironing board to my room. Ironing board was there in my room. I had ironed my clothes. मैं अकेला था, was tension free. बाकी के सब दौड़ रहे थे कॉरिडोर में होटल के,
अपने टॉवल में घूम रहे होंगे सब आगे पीछे के, हमारे कपड़े कहाँ हैं, हमारे कपड़े कहाँ हैं.
फनी, बट ऐसी चीजें कभी कोई देखने में मजा आता है कि टॉवल में कोई घूम रहा है, दरवाजा खोल के पूछ रहा है.
बिल्कुल. ये सी दिस इज द थिंग कि 100 ऐसे ही नहीं बन जाते. ठीक है, हर चीज में आपको फॉरवर्ड प्लानिंग, पहले फोन करना, इज आई थिंक दीज थिंग्स समटाइम्स विल शो योर कैरेक्टर इवन मोर देन practice. Of course, everybody, you've been practicing since you're a child, but these small things in terms of your process. And before I move on, just one thing, which is that it's all these quirks, a lot of times people will look at you and say कि आप ये क्या आपकी अजीब हरकतें हैं, आप क्या कर रहे हो, चुपचाप क्यों नहीं बैठ जाते, सो जाओ लाइट बंद करके. You have to accept that these are the part of your mental process that makes you better to do your job tomorrow.
100%. I felt it took me in that zone.
Yeah.
So for me, it was possibly ironing my clothes, packing my bag, whatever. For someone else, it could be, watching a movie or listening to music, spending time with their friends, whatever.
Yeah.
हर एक के अलग-अलग तरीके होते हैं, and we need to understand ourselves more than anything else.
Yeah.
It should not be because it suited Gaurav. Sachin also has to do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Yeah. There's no set formula as such.
Yeah.
But whatever helps you prepare for the next year is what you need to do. How could you bring the best out of yourself the next year? That is your pre-exam or pre-match preparation.
How lovely. That's it. That's the thing. It's about accepting as well. And the last story on preparation is this, the picture that's over here. I know people are very anxious to see it कि आप स्विमिंग पूल में जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, इसके बारे में जरा कहानी बताएं.
See, in 2007 के करीब we were practicing in monsoons because we were playing Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Sometime it was a home series, sometime in the month of September or so. So it was raining everywhere in India. We had nowhere to practice. Now I had two options there. One was to sit at home and complain, Barish ho rahi hai, I can't do anything. And the second option was to go out and practice.
Make the best of the situation. Sorry, I think the video is dropped. Sorry, the video dropped off again. You just need me to go back a few lines.
If you can't practice with a season ball, then you can surely practice with a rubber ball in monsoons or wherever you want to play. So what I did, I called my friends and I told my friends, let's go out and play in the rain. We'll practice and practice properly, differently. Earlier also I have played in the rain in Sahitya Savas where I stayed earlier with my friends. We would invariably go out in the rain and play either football or cricket.
Yeah.
But here, even in these photographs, you will notice that I had my full cricket gear, helmet, thigh guard, elbow guard, pads, everything was there. I wanted to practice as if I have to go and play a match the next day. Wow. So I said, okay, sometimes it will be challenging, but it's okay. We need to go out and enjoy cricket, celebrate cricket more than anything else. You may not have the best of everything, but you've got to make the best of everything that you have.
Yep. Wow.
So this was one such moment being captured. We went out and we practiced, but I invariably did that. Even in my childhood days, in Shivaji Park, we would practice in the rain. Our cricket never ever stopped.
Amazing.
All year round, Acharya sir made us play.
ये रानाडे साहब डाल रहे हैं बॉल राइट वाले पिक्चर में.
रानाडे साहब डाल रहे हैं, जगदीश, a number of guys, another friend of mine, Ravi, all these guys, we all got together and we practiced.
That's amazing.
So it was fun, and I enjoyed doing all those things.
Yeah.
पहले कीचड़ आता था, हेलमेट पे बाद में बॉल आता था, but that's fun. makes you watch the ball even closer.
This is a bit of a departure from our chat, but since we brought the point up, how important is it to have these childhood friends, people who have known you from before you were this giant in the world? How important is it because I know they're still your immediate circle, they're still there in your life. How important is that for people?
In not just my career, I'm saying in anyone's life, there are highs and lows.
Yeah.
All those friends are, always there by your side.
Yeah.
Family, that goes without saying. The friends also, they know, and there are certain areas where you feel comfortable, and those friends will make sure that you go in that space so that you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And more so when there are lows.
Yeah.
And it need not be just to do with cricket. There are multiple things happening, and you need your friends. You need your true friends around.
Yeah.
I think, as I've always said, certain things are priceless, and friends come in that category.
True.
You cannot buy them.
Absolutely. Well, let's move on to our next topic, and this is evolution. We're talking about evolution, about the importance of learning, क्योंकि आपने जब क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू किया और उसके बाद जैसे आप आगे बढ़ते रहे, अब आप चाहे आप 24 साल खेलें या 24 महीने, right? The world keeps changing, the game keeps evolving, whatever game you may be playing, whatever your career may be, whatever your specialization may be. तो ये idea of evolution, of innovation, I think मैं specific सवाल पहले पूछता हूं क्योंकि ये फोटो यहाँ पे लगी हुई है. ये एक तो वो uppercut shot है, ये वाला ऊपर से मारने वाला, a shot that was never associated with you, and then you pull it out at one time and everybody loses their mind. The reaction.
I'll tell you when that happened. It happened in 2002. 2002, we were playing in Bloemfontein against South Africa. And I think Mackay Antony started bowling short of length. हमने शुरू में हमारे wickets गए थे, and then Viru and I had a good partnership. It was Viru's first game indeed. He got 100 on his debut. So we were able to strike the ball rather well. Wickets गए थे, मगर runs were coming at a brisk pace. And Antony came and he started bowling this line close to our body, but around chest high. So cut नहीं कर सकते, pull करना है तो pull करो, पीछे fielder वगैरह लगा के सब. So I said, if he should try and do something. तो जो momentum हमारा बना था, वो चालू रखने के लिए I said to Viru कि ये जो शॉट है वो हम खेलेंगे अपर कट. तो स्लिप कॉर्डन के ऊपर से जाएगा. There is no third man. They had 3 slips and a gully, a point, mid off, mid on, square leg and fine leg. So I said, if they have to, be on a defensive side, then they have to remove one slip and put the slip there back at third man. So what happens with that? One thing is, you score runs, and if you have forced a bowler and a captain to change their plan and have a third man, then you are winning that battle. You are winning that battle. So I felt it was, however, you may prepare yourself the previous day, whatever it is, but to have the presence of mind to be innovative, to have that flexibility in the middle of the game is also equally important. So I felt this is one shot that I can play, because we spoke about the rubber ball cricket, and in monsoons we played with rubber ball and the ball bounced quite a bit and it came fast. So in my school days also I've played this shot. When someone started bowling quick, there were guys who would actually come and throw the ball so that it came faster. So for that I started playing uppercut, and right from my earlier days, childhood days, we used to play that shot. And then for someone it appeared, oh, this is a risky shot, you should not be not be playing that. But for me, it wasn't a risky shot, because I was pretty confident of playing that shot, because I prepared myself.
There was a lot of talk about that actually, and there is obviously, for all shot, every shot has some element of risk, doesn't it?
That way, I mean, defense karte hue bhi batsman get out. That doesn't mean you stop defending. How do you master that? I feel is more important. So the simple formula in life is, the more you practice, the better you get. So you have to practice. There are a number of guys who also said, I remember when I was playing that paddle shot against Shane Warne. A number of guys said that it's a risky shot. But I had practiced. I'm not being overconfident here, but I'm just saying that if you practice, then those things come naturally to you. So I did not have to plan that, okay, abhi yahan pe ball aaya to marna hai sweep. I saw, and it happened automatically because I had practiced. So it's fine. It's all about preparation and being able to trust yourself and execute those things.
It's so important you say that, because today, in today's world, it's so important not to just follow the conventional methods. It is such a competitive world outside. There's no room really for mistakes, क्योंकि कोई आपके आगे निकल जाएगा, कोई आपकी promotion ले लेगा, कोई आपकी seat ले लेगा. So you have to innovate. You have to think out of the box. You have to be left field in today's world even more than 10 years ago, perhaps.
I mean, there were occasions when we went out and totally taken by surprise. But then you have to manage that. I feel generally in any profession, I don't particularly like calling it profession. It should be passion, isn't it?
Yeah, correct. Passion.
It should be passion. So in that, adaptability is really important.
Yep.
If there is I find if there is acceptability, there will be adaptability. If you don't accept, you'll never adapt. But if you accept, okay, certain things are happening around me, then you are prepared to adapt.
Great point.
You find a solution to that,
Yeah.
and that has to happen there and then. There are few instances in my life where I've done that actually. So you do certain things. You change your, as I'm a batsman cricketer, I will say that you change your stance and all those kind of things. Those kind of things happen. So for example, when they were bowling that short off length ball, we talk about, we were always taught to be in
On top of the ball. Yeah.
So, I felt instead of being on top of the ball, you could be under the ball.
Yeah.
You can slice the ball. You can hit to third man or over keeper's head. Those are scoring areas. Why to let the ball go?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're looking to score runs, then you would want to score runs. You would not want to leave the ball and say, okay, oh, well left.
Yeah.
What does the scoreboard say? If you have a chance of scoring 4 extra runs, why not?
Correct. Absolutely right.
And so that's when there were tracks where bowlers were tall and they looked to get the ball to bounce little. They were quick. At that time, I felt getting under the ball also wasn't a bad idea. But this wasn't planned early on. In my when I used to do visualization, plan the next day, and all those kind of things. As I spoke about physical preparation as well as mental preparation for the match.
Yeah.
But there are number of areas where sometimes the opposition is also going to catch you off guard. So how do you find a solution there and then? That becomes a problem. And I felt going under the ball was one of those.
Yeah, I think it's such an important point that you said, that you can only find a solution if you acknowledge the problem. That's so important in life as well, right? That when it comes at you have to first acknowledge the problem. Yeah, you have to accept. You're right. Acceptability and then adaptability. That's fantastic. The learning from everywhere point also is, because here you are, the master, but you actually loved learning from the most unusual sources. In fact, from the story about the waiter in Chennai.
Oh yeah, that's why I said acceptability and adaptability.
Yeah.
A waiter in Chennai had come to my room. He was giving me dosa and sambar and all that. And he said, while all that he was serving me, while doing all that, he said, "Sir, one suggestion I want to make. Is it okay?" I said, "Of course. Feel free to tell me whatever you feel like." So he goes, I feel whenever you wear this elbow guard, the arm guard is restricting your backswing.
Wow.
And trust me on this, I was possibly the only person who knew that the arm guard size was not the right size, and I had to do something about it.
Yeah.
But I hadn't done anything because that was a standard size. But that restricted my backswing. Something was, restricting. So I said, "How do you know? I mean, who told you?" He said, "No, I was observing you closely, and I felt whenever you had this arm, your backswing changed." I said, "You're 100% right." And I went back to the dressing room. I took my arm guard. I brought it back to the room. I cut the padding and made it smaller.
Wow.
Redesign my elbow guard. But suggestions can come from anywhere, provided you are prepared to learn. Provided you are
true.
prepared to accept. Because I felt, if you are open to it, then sky's the limit.
Youngsters, the younger colleagues in the team, the new players who came.
I have always told them कि मुझे बताना, don't keep quiet at the non-strikers end. And when we go to the dressing room, you tell me कि ना, I felt कि you could have tried this. I said, stop me there and then, because I don't want to go back to the dressing room. I want to continue batting here with you. बताना बाद में बताओगे तो then you will be in trouble. You have to tell me all.
So कैसे सोचो आप सोचो आप यंग प्लेयर हो, आप इंडियन टीम में आए हो, आप अपने हीरो और आइडल के साथ खेल रहे हो, आप उनको कैसे जाके बताओगे कि आप कुछ गलत कर रहे हो? I'm just putting myself in their shoes. वो किसी ने बोला, कभी किसी ने बोला कुछ
नहीं? They would go round about, थोड़ा इधर उधर से, वो ऑप्शन देखो और ये ऑप्शन देखो, whatever. And we would actually, get to the point. But why I made it a point to tell everyone, because मुझे लगता था कि even when I was a youngster and there were a number of senior colleagues batting with me, I would tell them कि मुझे लगता है maybe you could, avoid this particular shot, whatever. I would just tell them. Then the ball was in their court.
Yeah,
but
correct.
You are playing as one team, okay?
Yeah.
So when you play as a team, yes, there are going to be seniors and juniors. All those things are going to be there. But when we become one force, moving in one direction.
That's the beauty. But do you remember any specific incident with any of the youngsters being very nervous to tell you? किसी का कोई कुछ याद आ रहा है किसी का?
वैसे तो that's why I said कि ना थोड़ा roundabout से.
Sir, please, if you could.
But I would always tell them कि ना जो भी है वहीं पे बताओ.
Yeah.
And it happened. It happened because I always believed in that freedom. बड़ी मस्ती होनी चाहिए एक दूसरे के साथ.
Yeah.
I might be the senior player there in the dressing room, but जूनियर को मेरी मस्ती करने का लाइसेंस था. ऐसे नहीं था कि नहीं मस्ती कर सकता and you cannot give it back to me. It was okay. That's fine.
But Bhajji used to do, I'm sure. Bhajji used to do the most मस्ती.
सभी कर रहे थे. वीरू ने भी अभी देखा, मैं कभी बीच में खेल रहे थे मैच, उसमें भी वीरू का वीडियो रिकॉर्डर था और वीरू बोले जा रहा था, यूवी था. सब मेरी मस्ती कर रहे थे.
Yeah, correct. In fact, उन्होंने ही कराया था ना. विराट ने मुझे कहानी बताई थी कि they made विराट do दंड प्रणाम ना, कि कह रहा है कि लेट के प्रणाम करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, सब कुछ हो रहा था मगर I was not aware. You can tell them the story, but I was not aware at all. They made it fun. वो सीक्रेट रहने दो, तो इसको मत इन्वॉल्व करो.
Yeah, they didn't tell you. तो विराट को इन्होंने बोला कि विराट said मैं अपनी हीरो से मिलना चाह रहा था, and then मुनाफ पटेल and I think यूवी and भज्जी said कि आप पहली बार जब मास्टर से मिलोगे तो आपको लेट के प्रणाम करना पड़ेगा, उनको पैर छूने पड़ेंगे लेट के. And apparently he fell down on his feet. And what was your reaction when that happened?
I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
क्या कर रहा है? What are you doing? इसकी क्या जरूरत है? कुछ ये सब कुछ नहीं होता भाई. Then we started looking at those guys. They started.
But I'll just turn it back one before we move to the next topic. So आप कह रहे थे कि आपने भी कभी सीनियर्स को बताया था. एक बात बतानी पड़ेगी आपको. मेरे बड़े भाई जो हैं शेरी पाजी, नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू, उनको कभी बताया आपने कुछ?
शेरी से बात होती थी कि शेरी अगर इधर उधर बॉल जाए तो सिंगल के लिए तैयार रहना, डबल के लिए तैयार रहना. अगर फील्डर है तो अभी नहीं, बात नेक्स्ट ओवर में मार देना. और शेरी के साथ भी बहुत टाइम पास होता था और शेरी वाज एन एंटरटेनर. शेरी ड्रेसिंग रूम में ज्यादा खुल के करता था क्योंकि मैच तो इंटेंस रहता था एकदम. बैटिंग को जाने के पहले भी ही वुड फोकस एंड लुकिंग एट द क्लाउड्स, द पिच, ऑल दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, कि ये ऐसा हो सकता है, वैसा हो सकता है. मैच के टाइम ही वाज सीरियस. ड्रेसिंग रूम में बहुत शुरू.
मैंने भी बड़ा टाइम बिताया उनके साथ, ड्रेसिंग रूम में नहीं पर मेकअप रूम में, और आई कैन एग्री विद दैट. बिल्कुल. आइए तो ये हम रेजिलियंस की बात कर रहे थे, एंड आई थिंक फॉर एन एथलीट दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन यू हैव टू बी द मोस्ट रेजिलिएंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंजरी, एंड दिस इज पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ एन एथलीट्स, अ प्रोफेशनल एथलीट्स life and times. Injury is part and parcel of that. How do you deal with that? How did you deal with that? All the surgeries, all the injuries that happened.
A number of injuries happened to me, especially the second half of my career. The first half, I was virtually injury free. missed hardly anything. The second half was a challenging half because freakish injuries happened in tennis elbow, then shoulder, and all sorts of things happen. Tennis elbow ke time, number of guys also suggested to me, the bat is too heavy. It should be a lighter bat. Well, that
The whole country.
the weight of the bat had nothing to do with my tennis elbow injury.
Yeah.
Injury thi, I mean, ho gayi, whatever. But in that also, I feel, in all these challenges, you need to find a way forward. What is, you can't, like, jab barish ho rahi thi, I had two options. So here also, I had two options. Either I go out and be innovative and practice differently or sit at home.
Yeah.
I felt कि मुझे डॉक्टर ने कहा था कि you cannot go out and bat. You should not. So towards the beginning of my preparation, I would actually wear my leg guards, and there were a number of injuries, like my wrist also in IPL. The last match that I played in IPL, I broke my wrist.
Yes.
I was retired, but I had broken my wrist and I had to get operated and all those things. So that time I couldn't hold a cricket bat. But what I used to do, I used to get in the nets. I used to wear my pads, everything, full gear, without a bat, sometimes without a bat, and get the bowling machine set, around off stump.
Wow.
All these injuries and surgeries and all that, I was not supposed to play that. But what I chose to do at that stage was to train my eyes, to train my brain, and to train my lower body to react to that speed. Because I wanted to, stay in touch. Suddenly, from cold storage, you can't go out and play.
Yeah.
You have to prepare. So how can I get closer to my goal, even in challenging times?
Yeah.
So I said that, okay, I'm going to spend some time just watching the ball. And in my head, I was playing those shots. And my lower body was moving, but there was no impact because there was no bat with me. I would let the ball go and hit the net. But in my mind, I had played that shot. And I was playing a shot, watching the ball. So I'm training my eyes. My eyes are sending message to my brain.
Yeah.
And the body is responding accordingly. So without any pressure on my elbow, wrist, and all that, I was training myself. So that was one thing I found that helpful. But
rib injury?
We were, I was coming to that. I mean, I got hit in my rib cage in 2007. We were playing Pakistan in India. And in the first over itself, I got hit of Shoaib Akhtar's ball in my rib cage. And, it was quite painful for literally a month and a half, 2 months. I was not able to, cough. I could not sleep on my tummy and all that. So, but I continued playing like that, and I had designed my own chest guard. So that was one of those few months where I wore a chest guard.
Yeah.
A thin one, but I had some kind of protection, and I continued playing. I continued playing the remaining 4 ODIs and the Test series also. I played in Delhi. We played. Before going to Australia also, I played whatever cricket was
so
there.
You didn't know that your rib was broken that time. You didn't know.
When I went to Australia, I played the whole series. We played the VB series in 2007, 2008, and towards the end of the series, I had groin injury.
Yeah.
And I came back to India, and we did a scan. So it was a full body scan. So they had injected a dye to see what's happening. And at that time, the doctor told me, I did not ask him about my rib injury. I was worried about my groin injury because IPL was going to start. But I couldn't get fit for IPL in the first 7 matches I missed.
Yeah.
But a doctor told me that, there is a hot spot there. You must have broken your rib some stage. I said, yes. I knew. I did not tell anyone. I continued playing, but I knew that it was a broken rib because it troubled me for 2 months. So you have to. I mean, I'm not an exception. I would say, all players go out, they carry injuries, they carry niggles. And you have to be mentally tough to go out and play. You have to learn to make yourself comfortable with uncomfortables.
Nice.
So, there are going to be tough moments. Eventually, what is good batting? Good batting is when those 22 yards belong to you.
Yeah.
You make yourself comfortable there.
Nice.
And the whole game, any sport, if you see, is about making your opposition uncomfortable.
Yep.
That means you are comfortable. So I was looking to make myself comfortable.
That's amazing because I've noticed this. This carries on from your childhood to now. Okay, the world is kept quiet. कि मतलब you have a tennis elbow injury and there's 1 billion doctors in the world, and you almost have to say it's fine. I'm married to a doctor. I know I don't need more doctors. It's fine. But everybody's telling you that injury कैसे ठीक हो, ये कैसे ठीक हो. All this noise gets made. All this pressure. You're carrying a billion dreams and hopes on your shoulder. But you always played like you played when you were a child. जब आप young थे और अजीत भाई आपको बताते थे कि you used to only focus on the game you were playing today, and that's your journey almost from school cricket or club cricket, junior cricket to India international cricket. That thread has remained common, hasn't it?
It happened very quickly. I mean, I started at the age of 11 and a half.
Yeah.
And at that time, I had no clue about domestic tournaments. Nothing. I only knew club cricket. I was practicing at Shivaji Park at Achrekar Sir's net. And then I had changed my school. I went to Sharda school matches. And whatever Kamath Memorial Club was where I practiced. So there, the number of games that I played, whatever practice matches. That was the time when Ajit would tell me, I would keep asking him because playing for India was my ultimate goal. And after that, obviously, if I play for India, then only one would win the World Cup. But I had to get there somehow. So I would ask him, when will I play for India? 7-year-old kid asked me, when will I play for India? He said, just focus on this match. Don't worry about anything else. If you score runs in this match, selectors will take notice of it. And then slowly, talk about the next thing. So what it taught me then, so I would focus my energy only on that match, go out, score runs, come back home and ask him, now what next? You told me to get runs, now what is the next one? So he would tell me, okay, so and so tournament, you go out, if you go get runs here, something would happen. I would do the same thing. So this cycle continued. I had no idea. 11-year-old kid, no problem. Wow. And what that taught me was, to stay in the present.
Yeah.
One step at a time. And not think about the end goal. You focus on the next step. Once that is successfully taken, then you go further. You keep moving forward. And that is all I did. I did not think of anything else other than the process that I was following. And it worked for me. And I think above all, my brother knew, what would keep me excited, what would keep me, focused and, hungry. So it was like a carrot in front of me. And
so he gave you all that knowledge and you kept doing that. So he was your Unacademy when you were growing up.
That time Unacademy wasn't there, but he was my Unacademy.
Fantastic. Let's really touch quickly on this because this is something which is very important. It's what's happening around us. And, I know that you want to address people about this as well. So I'll leave this to you.
No, I feel, it's a difficult time for all of us, unprecedented times. And all I can say is from my personal experience, however much I thank doctors, nurses, the entire medical fraternity, how they have stayed committed to saving lives, helping so many people for over a year now, and nobody has complained. Nobody is, saying that, oh, today I don't feel like working. They are saving lives. So a big thank you to all of them from the bottom of my heart. Uh, to my family and friends, when I was unwell, they kept me in that positive frame of mind
Yeah.
To continuously talk about positive things.
Yeah.
It is a challenging time for everyone, but we have to stay positive, help each other.
Yeah.
Those kind of things are really important. And my message to everyone would be that we are trying to stay indoors as much as possible. Only in an emergency you can do certain things, but just to follow the new normal, as we call it, wearing a mask, washing your hands,
Yep.
making sure you maintain certain level of hygiene,
Yeah.
also to maintain social distancing. I think all these things are critical, and then above all, to be able to help each other.
Yes, and you see, we are practicing what we preach, because we are literally down the road, but we are not doing this session live in front of each other. We are actually doing this virtually as well. So we are practicing what we're preaching. So yes, everybody stay safe. Make sure your loved ones are safe, and we'll get through this together. Master, I'm going to move on to a very, very important question. It's one of our last few questions, and then of course we have a few audience questions that have come in from our Unacademy family. Secret to staying motivated for 20 years, 20 plus years.
My question would be, why should one get demotivated? If you are passionate about something, why wouldn't you be motivated? And that's why it should be passion and not profession. I couldn't see you, that's why I'm repeating this.
Yes, please, because I think you froze. I also froze.
Yes. So I feel in life, there are certain decisions made where your brain is involved, where calculations come into play. And there are certain decisions where your heart is involved.
Yeah.
And those are the decisions where your passion comes in. Passion will keep the child alive in you.
Nice.
You have to, you should not forget the reason. I'm talking about myself. What was the reason that I picked up a cricket bat? I could have done something else. But because I was passionate, my love was cricket, I didn't want to do anything else in life. So that was the reason I picked up a cricket bat. So to keep that child alive in you is really, really important. I'll give you examples. I was playing some practice games. After one of the injuries, I was playing some practice matches in England. And because they were practice matches and all that, they were not advertised and all that. I just wanted to get ready for my next tour. And I had played about 4 or 5 matches. And while I was fielding, I was thinking, what was so different about these 4 or 5 matches?
Yeah.
I'm feeling different. There is something happening to me. And I thought to myself, and I said, that child in me is not alive. I need to keep that. I need to revive that. I cannot let it die. At whatever stage in my career, that child has to be alive in me. Because and that was around 2005, 2006. So by then I had completed about 15, 16 years of international cricket. So in that, your preparation, the commitments, and people expect so many things, the do's and don'ts and all those kind of things, you forget that relationship with passion, and that child, brain has taken over, not the heart.
Yeah.
So I wanted the heart to take over again. Yes, the brain is important. We need to go out and figure out, outsmart each other. But that's another element of the game. But the foundation is to keep that child alive. And I realized that playing those practice matches, that really helped me. So
Oh.
whoever is online right now, being able to talk to each other, it not everybody should become a cricketer. You could become a doctor, lawyer, accountant, whatever, chef, whatever you want.
Order.
Yeah. Absolutely, whatever you want to be passionate about it. Let your heart lead the way, and brain will guide you, but the heart has to lead the way.
Yeah, मैंने एक बारी किसी को कुछ young लोग जो थे, sometimes young people make the mistake of asking me for advice, पर उनको मैंने एक चीज बोली थी, I think this, और अगर हम अपनी हमारी जो भारतीय संस्कृति है अगर उसके बारे में, माइथोलॉजी के बारे में बात करें, तो मैं हमेशा उनको कहता हूं कि आप सरस्वती को फॉलो करिए, लक्ष्मी आपको फॉलो करेगी. तो अगर आप नॉलेज को चेज करेंगे, अपने पैशन को चेज करेंगे और जो अच्छा लगता है, तो डोंट वरी, द यूनिवर्स विल टेक केयर ऑफ यू. You will be taken care of. You won't starve you, but you have to focus. वो वाला razor sharp focus, and I think you've led by example in that from the time when you were a child, playing that game. And Ajit bhai would tell you कि अगला game क्या है मैं बाद में बताऊंगा, अभी ये वाला game खेलो, इसमें run बनाओ. So I think that's so important.
So what? And also there was another thing that it was an unwritten rule at home. We let the rest of the world talk about the last game. We think about the next game.
Wow.
So, one step at a time. So once you've taken that step, you need not go back and just be in that world,
Yeah.
That's behind you. We think of the next step. So it was the next game that you think about. Last game, पीछे की बात है.
बिल्कुल, नेकी कर दरिया में डाल. That's what we do, right? तो बना लिए 100, अगला 100 बनाएंगे, और वैसे ही करते करते बूंद बूंद से 100 बनते हैं. Okay, I think we have a few questions that have come in from people. So I'm just going to, we've compiled them, so I'm just going to read those out and you can have a quick crack at them. राहुल गोयल से सवाल आया है, सीक्रेट बिहाइंड 241 नॉट आउट इन सिडनी. अरे वाह, इतना भारी सवाल राहुल इतनी आसानी से पूछ लिया.
Before I answer this question, hello Rahul. 2004 की बात है. I was batting well, and I was not being able to contribute. I was playing my game because before that, I'd really done well in India against Australia and New Zealand. So when I went to Australia, confidence was, really high. I felt कि उधर जाके मैं मारूंगा और रन बनाऊंगा. एक दो गलत डिसीजन मिले मुझे शुरू में, तो that affected me a lot, and I kind of I felt कि जो चाहिए वो कर नहीं पा रहा था. But I was still being adamant, this is how I'm good. But I realized that it is not about this is how I am. It is all about what you are for the team. So पहले 3 मैच निकल गए थे. I was batting well. I scored about 30-40 कर रहा था, मगर बड़ा स्कोर नहीं हो रहा था. So before the game, my brother picked up the phone and he started discussing. This was before Sydney match. My brother picked up the phone and brother said, I don't think there is any technical flaw. It is only your shot selection where you have to work on it a little bit. And you figure out, what you're going to do. But I don't think any bowler has got you out as such. Because of your not correct shot selection, you've been dismissed. So think about that. Don't doubt yourself. So, and he threw me a challenge. He said, I don't think any bowler has got you out. So I said, okay, chalo, in this test match, I'll make sure nobody gets me out. That was a challenge I accepted. Batting करने गया. I realized after some time that Australians were bowling away from me. काफी दूर ball डाल रहे थे. I said, okay, this is your strategy. Then what you are wanting me to do, I am not going to do at any cost. So I will not play that cover drive. And that was decided there and then on the field. I did not plan this earlier. I had planned not to get out.
Adapt.
So that is, so what you are for the team, that is what I earlier said. It's fine to say this is my natural game and this is how I'm going to play and whatever. But if you're not able to contribute towards your team's cause, then you need to work around that and make sure that the contribution is there. What you bring to the table matters.
Yep.
So I did that, and वो cover drive मैंने खेला नहीं, runs बने उस match में. I actually won that challenge with my brother. मैं not out रहा, तो out नहीं हुआ. I was happy about it. But match के समय there was one on a lighter note, एक funny चीज हुई. I was slightly superstitious there.
Yeah.
Match के पहले दिन Ajit Agarkar and a couple of other players, we had gone to a Thai restaurant. So we ordered food and all that. Next day, I was not out. This is a good thing. So next day, not out. Again, the same evening, to the same restaurant, same guys.
Same Ajit.
Ajit
Agarkar.
I said, how wapas? We went and we got hold of the same waiter. Everything same. He asked me, what would you like to eat? I said, same menu as yesterday.
Yeah.
We got the same food. We finished, came back. Following day, the second day of the match, I was not out. Ajit ko maine phone karke bola, Ajit, we are going out for dinner. He said, okay, I got it. So all those guys came with me. Same restaurant, same food, same waiter, everything.
I've heard that वो waiter की उस दिन छुट्टी दी. I think the owner called him back. Indian owner होगा पक्का. He must have been an Indian owner who would have called that waiter back. Australian owner होता तो वापस भेज देता. He would have fired the waiter. Indian owner होगा सर. वापस बुला उसको. But in all of this, in the Thai food that you ate every night before that match, duck तो नहीं खाया होगा आपने?
नहीं, एक बार I remember, we were playing the next day, and that time my brother had also joined me for dinner, and we wanted to order, on the table, we wanted to order Chinese restaurant में थे, तो थोड़ा खाना वैसा मंगवाया, तो brother said, anything other than duck you can have. Don't worry. But my brother was thinking, anything other than duck. We don't want to carry this duck tomorrow to the match.
Good superstition. So this is so important that I just want to tell everybody, to sum up this question, the great Sachin Tendulkar did not play a cover drive. He did not play a cover drive in this double century. Even after getting to 200, he did not. So, देखिए, आपकी choices are a lot about what you do, but they're also about importantly choosing what you don't do in a certain moment. That's important as well. हमारा अगला सवाल is come from Mrunmay Bhide. Virat Kohli once revealed that you helped him open up his mind after the 14 England tour. Can you share some mental health tips with us? I think ये तो आज की date में is such an important topic.
Yeah. So Mrunmay, first of all, a big hello to you, and this is a wonderful question. मुझे पहले भी number of guys have asked me this question about Virat, and earlier also I have said it stays between the two of us. But around that I can speak. There are number of mental challenges that people face. When there are physical challenges, injuries, and they need to be fixed, there are physios, doctors,
yes,
everyone running around to trying to figure out what's happening. And once they have diagnosed what is wrong, then they start their treatment. And so is the case with mental problems. And it is normal. I mean, it is normal for anyone to go through ups and downs. And when you hit those lows, you need people around
you. Yeah.
To bring you back again, So I feel, as I said earlier, सबसे पहले acceptability होनी चाहिए. Okay, there is something wrong. And that is not for that particular person. It is for people around also.
Yeah.
There is something wrong. We need to lift this person. And how could all of us help that person? So once we have accepted that, then you start looking for solution.
Oh, lovely.
So एक बार acceptability के बाद तो adaptability हो जाती है. Because you accepted, then you need to adapt. You find the solution, you adapt. Then the third part is you have to go out, trust yourself, prepare and deliver.
Hmm.
So if you are able to do this,
Yeah.
it's fine, and
Nice.
that is exactly what I feel one should do.
Nice. Let's move to our next question from Randhir Bishoy. अरे बाप रे, ये बहुत भारी भारी सवाल पूछ रहे लोग, हाँ? What, according to you, were the major contributors to your success? I think the process and all of that, I think you have shed a lot of light on. But in case there's something you missed or something you want to add to that.
Uh, I think I cannot forget my family,
Yep.
my friends, the coaches, the players that I played with.
Yeah.
Above all, the billion plus people who are praying for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
उनके good wishes और prayers के साथ कुछ नहीं होता. I think they were my motivation. Whenever I went out on the field, I could see all those people cheering for me, wishing well for me, praying for me. It brought in different kind of energy,
Hmm.
and to me, that really, really worked, and that is priceless.
A billion dreams. That's why it is called Billion Dreams. We have Vaishnavi Datta who's this is a very interesting question. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your younger self?
1 second, I'm just adjusting my screen.
Yes. So that's the question from Vaishnavi Datta. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your younger self?
Just say that, keep that child alive in you. वो passion होनी चाहिए, and go out and express yourself.
Yeah.
Give your best, because I feel, जब वो child is alive, you can do number of things that you cannot imagine. So I would not change anything. I would just go out and enjoy the same journey as long as that passion is alive.
Nice. One last question we have. How did you feel after achieving your biggest dream of winning the World Cup? This is Jerin Anto. Jerin has asked this super interesting question.
Jerin, this journey started because India had won the World Cup in 1983. I enjoyed playing cricket, but in 1983, when I saw Kapil Dev lifting that beautiful trophy, it was an unbelievable experience. I enjoyed with my friends and all that, and I wanted to chase my dream. So I decided, okay, come what may, I have to focus myself and chase my dream. The dream was obviously to win the World Cup. In Mumbai, that day, how can one forget? Just unbelievable day. The best cricketing day of my life. How many times do you have the whole country celebrating?
Yep.
Very few things that the whole country celebrates. Others, we have opinions on everything. It's fair enough. But here the whole country was celebrating to do that victory lap. उसमें भी एक थोड़ा एक किस्सा हुआ है which I'm not told when Yusuf Pathan, Virat and all these guys decided to lift me on the shoulder. So जो भी हो जाए मुझे गिराना नहीं है. नहीं हमने पकड़ा है हम कैसे गिरने देंगे ये नहीं होगा कभी. So that happened. But
पर एंड में थोड़ा गिरा दिया उन्होंने ना.
But let me say most important thing. This is not just the Indian team who won the World Cup. It is all of us together. The World Cup belongs to entire nation. It is all of us who did it together. Otherwise, it's not possible. बहुत सारी चीजें इकट्ठा जब आती है, तब ये होता है. So, it's the greatest day of my life.
Right. So, but we do have to thank you and the team for making us win the World Cup. We, of course, you don't have to tell us this because we have always believed as fans that you belong to us, right? That you belong to India, right? That you are our national treasure, and we have always valued you as that. So thank you for everything that you have done, not just for cricket fans, but what you've done for the country. Every time you've carried all our hopes out, every time you have delivered for us, and now all the knowledge that you're distributing, the perspective, the context, क्योंकि आपकी जो struggles हैं, आपकी जो journey है, उससे अगर हम सब थोड़ा सा सीख पाएं, उस जो मतलब जो that ocean of experience के कुछ छींटे अगर हमारे ऊपर पड़ जाएं, तो we also get better because of that. So thank you so much for sharing that. Any final words you'd like to say to the Unacademy family that's tuned in? Any parting thoughts?
So this has been a new experience for me. I mean, I've never done anything live like this. It's the first time, and I've thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you have enjoyed. It's been a great experience. Gaurav has been kind to me, asked me check questions.
So thank you so much, and I hope we get to do this again. I mean, there is, मतलब लोग भी समझते हैं कि आपने जो कुछ एक्सपीरियंस किया है लाइफ में, आपने जो कुछ सीखा है लाइफ में, उसको हम 1 घंटे में क्या 10 घंटे के 100 घंटे में भी नहीं बता सकते लोगों को. तो थोड़ी आज हमने कोशिश करी है आपके साथ शेयर करने के लिए, एंड होपफुली we'll come back on Unacademy and try to share some more of these experiences and some more of these learnings. But I think for today there's enough. I hope you've made notes. I hope you've written things down, and I hope that you can apply some of these and make your life better in your chosen area of passion. I'd like to thank the great Sachin Tendulkar. Thank you so much, Master, for joining us today. Thank you so much for being so kind and gracious with your time and stories.
Thank you.
I'm Gaurav Kapoor, and I'd like to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for joining us. That's all for today. Bye-bye.